Alright, so I'm getting ready to go to bed. But I wanted to do the first part of the video, which it got cut off because some telemarketing company called me. So what you guys saw in the video that I just uploaded, my background in trucking, was the end of my trucking time in trucking. So for I think it was not DCI Jams. I don't remember, but anyway, I think it's CJ. Anyway, here's what. Here, and I'm sorry, I'm tired. Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all you guys too. For those of y'all over the road, just be safe out there with the nuts from Labor Day. The four wheelers. I started out at a company at a trucking school called AIT, which I had investigated years before. They're a PTDI school. I guess when I was researching trucking, the information online for trucking really was not a lot. I think there were majorly two people out there that were what you would call kind of YouTube celebrities, which was Brenda Trucker 47 and Big Cat. And those were the two that I had seen videos for. And actually, I didn't find out about Big Cat till a lot later after I'd gotten into trucking. Brenda was the first one I had really noticed. And then there were trucking videos on double clutch and things like that I used to help me get through school. But there wasn't anything like the amount of information that a lot of these younger truckers are sharing one with another. That's pretty amazing. I think it's DCI Jams. I'm getting y'all mixed up because I got two different people that have hit me up on here and then, hey, I think it's Drop It, Pop It, or whatever. I haven't talked to you in a while, and I know we talked a long time ago from this. I think it's from this channel. I can't remember. And I know you went out and everything, but it's good to hear from you today. And I forwarded you my number, so please give me a call because I haven't heard from you, girl, in forever. And I know you went out trucking and passed your trucking background, so I would like to follow up with you. That's about 4 or 5 years ago, and we lost contact, so I'm happy, to see you back on here. Anyway, PTDI school, which is Professional Truck Driving Institute, which back in the day in 2006 and 7 was a big, or 2006, 9, whatever, was a big deal. Okay, it's supposed to be a big deal. 2009 was supposed to be a big deal. I don't know if it's still a big deal today, but I'm PTDI certified, Professional Truck Driving Institute. My school was 6 months long. Around that, it did about, I think it was like 4 months classroom, 2 months range. And very good, taught by all truckers, which I loved. I'm still in contact with my instructor from my classroom, who's an amazing lady. She works on the local hometown series that she's trying to get me to come to, which is where I'm actually trying to go, since I probably have to restart. If not, I'm just going to go back to my old company that I was at, Swift, because I left in good terms. From there, once I got graduated at school, to complete your graduation, you had to go through an externship. I went to Werner. That didn't work out very good. Went through 3 different trainers, had a load shift because the people telling you to do crazy stuff. Thank God I didn't do everything they were telling me because we probably would have rolled the truck to listen to these fools. Load shifted on me. The truck started sliding toward an embankment of water in New York. It stopped. Told you guys, watch this out for me. Lady who's my trainer sitting in the seat, the truck's not sliding, it's just fine. Like, ma'am, this truck is sliding. And it was sliding linear right. When we got to the customer to deliver, she opened the back doors and then she came to me pale faced saying, I guess you can really drive. You could feel that load shift? So she realized I felt the load shifting. And I'm not going to get all deep to this, I'm tired. So from Werner, I hopped a bus back here because I still had a hire offer letter from Swift. I had contacted Swift over the phone while I was, and my trucking school was doing the same thing because I was telling them about my experience with Werner, and they were helping me get in touch with Swift because the lady I was working with had heard other stories Swift had heard other Werner stories. So my background was really good. I have no incidents, no accidents, no tickets, no nothing for it. Even just a 4-wheeler, I didn't have any issues. So I went over to Swift and completed my graduation externship with Swift. Actually became a trainer for Swift. Started making a little bit more money, but still not what I was used to making. So At that point in time, I got a job offer from Bank of America, and I went in and took it because it was more money. It started in January, but I got off the truck in like October, November, and I took 2 months off and just got everything in order. Ended up working at Bank of America for 7 months. Didn't really care for it. I'm gonna say they're a bad bank. It's just banking is way different from when I was in it years ago. It used to be more about customer service. Now it's about all the money you can get off a customer. So that it just didn't sit right with me. Put my resume back out there, and the first two companies that hit me up were Pride and Conway. Pride offered more what I was looking for because I had been off the road for 7 months, so I wanted to get back out, and they offered me to go out with a trainer, which they didn't really tell the full truth because they told me I was going to go out with a trainer for a few weeks to sharpen all my skills. They had me do one drive with the trainer from Utah to Vegas. I backed the truck into a dock, came back, and they tested me out and gave me a truck and put me on the road. So that was kind of a lie about them. But other than that, I like Pride. I like the fact it was small. I like the fact they knew your name. What I didn't like was that they could not maintain their equipment over the road. As a matter of fact, as I was going through my pictures, I found the pictures of the engine and the hose that blew in the engine and what they wouldn't fix and all the liquid that was inside of the truck engine. I found pictures of it from when I was with Pride. Basically got to a point I delivered the load even with all that in there. Luckily got out of California without being pulled over, which is really shocking. Got back to Arizona, delivered a Kroger load, and then they were supposed to be getting me back to Utah. Instead, they were talking about sending me back into freaking California. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going with this stuff. Because while I'm driving down the freeway, truckers are like, hello, Pride Transportation, you got blank running down the front of your truck, dude. I mean, it was bad. You could see it. It was bad. I was not happy about it. I couldn't sleep because it was also tied to the air conditioning unit in the truck. So I hadn't slept for 3 days. Then they told me, oh, just roll your front windows down until we get you back here. And I know people understand this. There's safety issues. I'm a female. Granted, I ain't going to say I'm the finest thing on the planet. None of that. But attacking a woman is not about attraction. It's about perversion and just being a control freak person and evil. So, and even a dude, I wouldn't roll my windows down and go to sleep at no damn truck stop. Hell, I don't even do that even in the middle of the damn wilderness. So, I mean, I would open the back windows because you had, it was pretty obvious. You had the screens you see. But you roll the front windows down, anybody climb up in that damn truck, unlock it, knock you out, rape you, kill you, whatever. So at this point, I'm in contact with Bill, and Bill says, no, you tell him you're not moving that truck till that's fixed. I sent him pictures. He said, oh, hell no. He said, you shouldn't have moved it from California when it first went out. He said you should have been directing you to somewhere to drive that truck to have it repaired. And so he says, you got you in there, your dog's in there. It's hot as hell in Arizona right now. Utah, it was snowing, but in Arizona, hell, it was like 90, 100 degrees. It makes about 120 in that freaking cab. So at that point, they told me to get off the truck. They were sending somebody to get their truck, and they were going to put something negative on the record. And that's what they did. And I got my stuff and got off, but Conway had another offer, so I went to Conway. Everything went good up until the drama you heard with Conway, and at that point in time, we did with Conway, and I actually liked them. I like both companies, but I loved Conway. I liked the whole setup. If I could find something like that where they really truly didn't jack with their driver, we get along great. I did hear from Your Covenant. Just sent me an email. I forgot who was on Your Covenant. But they want teams. Honestly, the only way I want to do teams is if I'm a trainer. And I'm not going to be able to do that until I get my feet wet again for a little bit. And then that's it. I'm not a team person. I realize the only way I can do teams is if I'm training. And that's because once I get them off my truck, I usually tell whatever company I'm working for, Swift will give me like a 30-day gap between my students. And I like that. So I would have like my 30-day to recoup and get my mind right and then get the next student on board. I like training. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it. That's one of my favorite things was training a student. But I got to get my skills back. And I don't want to be in a truck with somebody who's, I'm not good. I'm good on that. You got to know somebody really well. I have one of my students who I had to kick him off the truck, but he actually is driving right now. And I know his wife. And he's a good driver, but he's different. And I thought about seeing if he wanted a team, make some money immediately, but the more and more I thought about it, he's, like I said, he's a different cat. Anyway, y'all have a blessed night. I'm going to name this one my background trucking start. And then the other one is the last part. I gotta go graveyard early. Oh, God, I don't want to go to this job tomorrow. Y'all don't even know. When I tell y'all the story, y'all ain't even gonna believe half the stuff I'm gonna tell you. It's just gonna be that crazy. I never thought I'd work for a company, but I would have this much saga before. But just pull out your violin and start playing.